Thanks, Steve. It's 9:36 right now, and the recent Women's March attracted hundreds of thousands of people right here in D.C. and around the world, really. But not everyone was on board with the movement. One of those people is Donna Hughes, and she joins us now live in the loft with more on why she's choosing to support a new hashtag that is Not My March. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So, you know, it was billed as pro-women.
Yes.
There were many aspects of it that were decidedly anti-Trump.
That's right.
Is that why it wasn't your march, just because it was such against the new administration?
I believe so, yes. It wasn't inclusive. Conservative women were excluded. Pro-life women were excluded. Those who voted for Trump were excluded, and I'm all of those. And so we're almost 30 million American women who voted for Trump.
There has been a lot of things, though, that, let's be honest, that President Trump has said that is really indefensible, some disparaging things against women. And so there are a lot of women out there that would say, how could a woman be pro-Trump?
That's right. And in fact, I wrote an article that ran on Fox News the 3 days before the election, One Woman's Case for Donald Trump and Mike Pence. And there's a lot of reasons that we can vote for and supported Donald Trump. I mean, he has pulled together an incredible team of people around him. And I believed, and I think we heard this in his inaugural speech, that he is for all of the people. And it's more about us against them, not Democrats against Republicans, but the people having the control of the government, we the people, for the people, back in the hands of the people. And you heard him say that, I thought, very, very well this past Friday. And he's only 5 days into this. And I think we need to give him a chance, all women. I realize people, not everybody for him, but so much of what we heard at the Women's March was using even more vulgar language than he was accused of using. And I think what happened is you saw a lot of activists using their platforms to actually stir up division and hatred and anger, rather than to use their platforms to say, now let's come together. And where there's hatred, let us show love. Where there's division, let us bring unity. Because we as women, we have so many things we all do agree on. We love our families. We love our children. We love our grandchildren. I've got 3 of them. And, you know, we want to see equal pay for equal jobs and those sorts of things. So find the things that we can rally behind and give Donald Trump a chance. I think he's going to be a great president for all of us.
I think there were a lot of people that marched, not only here in D.C. and around the world, and there were definitely those that were anti-Trump, but there were those that were there that were fighting and standing up for those issues that you talked about.
Right.
Are you saying that if it was solely that, and that you would have been down there too? That you feel like you weren't welcome?
Well, I feel like anyone who has my positions that is very much pro-life. I mean, they said pro-life women can't come. You know, pro-Trump people cannot come.
We were actually pro-woman and pro-Trump?
Absolutely. I'm pro-woman and I'm pro-Trump. Sure.
So how do you get your voice out there? Do you have your own march?
Well, actually, this weekend is the March for Life, and you're going to see hundreds of thousands of women who, many of them are conservative and pro-Trump, not all of them. There are a lot of pro-life people that aren't necessarily Republicans. So, but they'll be coming together to support the right of life for the unborn child. And this is something, the pro-choice and the pro-life movement has been something that's divided a lot of women for a long time. And I think really a lot of women are more towards the middle of this. Again, we need to look at those things that can bring us together and not divide us. And at the pro-life march, anybody can come.
What about the people that marched this past Saturday that didn't march because they felt marginalized? They marched because they can.
Right.
Isn't that what President Trump would say is
right? Absolutely. Look, we have the wonderful opportunity of this America to be heard and to assemble together and to protest, and that is a good thing. I would have liked to have heard more voices, though, about bringing unity and not creating division, not about throwing bombs at the White House and using vulgar language in ways that there were kids out there. I mean, goodness gracious, I can't imagine moms who brought their young girls having their children see some of the signs that were displayed. It was unbelievable.
Before we go, you are the president and CEO of the Enough is Enough pledge, which President Trump signed when he was campaigning, as did Hillary Clinton. It's something that you believe in. Real quickly, can you tell us about it? And what do you see coming down the pipeline that your president is going to do to help that?
Well, that's right. It's called the Children's Internet Safety Presidential Pledge, and this is something we all agree to. We want to see the sexual exploitation of children online prevented by getting all of our laws enforced, not just some of them, because we didn't see all of our laws enforced on the Internet during Obama. So he's pledged to do that. Hillary Clinton sent a letter of support. Trump actually signed that pledge, and we've been out there fighting for women and for children for 24 years to prevent the sexual exploitation, especially of our children on the Internet. And one of our other issues is cyberbullying. And so we see now the First Lady stepping up on that platform. So I think that Donald Trump and Melania Trump have a wonderful opportunity together to say, we're going to come together, and we're for all of you. And to all those women who didn't vote for him, give him a chance. He's been in 5 days. Let's look at the first 100 days.
All right. Well, we appreciate